Hey, it's Nikki, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time being here, please smash the subscribe button. Go back, watch some videos, comment, like, subscribe. Even if you don't like it, still comment, like, and subscribe. So right now we're gonna get into a new review for the games people play. Might be late, but guess what? I'm gonna get it out to you. Okay, here we go. So, of course, I have my notes. So for the games people play, there's we open up, there's a party, so we don't pick up where we left off on the last episode where the police, came to the house. So, there's a party, and Vanessa and Marcus are dancing, and he's whispering, they're talking back and forth, whispering to each other, and he's just like, I just want to be good for you. No, I just want us to be good. Then you see the basketball wives over in the corner. So one of them's a white girl, and the other is Vanessa Simmons. That's Rev Run's daughter, and she is the sister of Diggy Simmons and Angela Simmons, and she's the niece of Russell Simmons. But she's standing in a corner with a bad wig on. So if you hear me mention her, Vanessa Simmons in that bad wig, that's what I'm talking about. The basketball wives, they over in the corner complaining about how Vanessa hasn't come to any of their events, and this just reminded me of the game when Melanie wouldn't show up to Sunbeam meetings, and she's like, I'm in medical school. I don't need this. I'm in medical school. So that's what that reminded me of, because it was like, ooh, we got a new Tasha and we got a new Kelly. So, they're complaining about the fact that, she ain't been to any of the events, she don't talk to them and everything. And, Vanessa Simmons in that bad wig said, one of these days she gonna realize how much she needs us. So, we go back over to Marcus and Vanessa and everything, and the coach / owner, because I'm not sure who he is, he's giving the speech, and Vanessa, they still whispering to each other. Marcus and Vanessa still whispering to each other, and she lets him know that Golden Goddess LA. Well, she lets him know that she knows about Golden Goddess LA, and that she knows that he's the man in Golden Goddess LA's pictures. And she was just like, ask him, why am I not good enough for you? And, the owner / coach introduces him as the king of LA. Marcus is like, oh, he tried to kiss her. He tries to kiss Vanessa, and she do one of these, she ducking and dodging them kisses. She don't want to be touched by him. So at night after the party, Vanessa and Marcus are, they in bed like married couples do, and they watching the news. And because last episode they found the girl dead, they talking about her on the news and everything. So at first I thought the girl that they found dead was somebody, was another girl, he was messing around with somebody else. Turns out the girl that we saw in the flashbacks when they was in the police, when they was in the interrogation room, and the police officer was asking him, you don't know who attacked you, you don't know what random female came in there, you got scratched by a cat. That first episode where they kept doing flashbacks where Vanessa came up in that room and she was whooping ass. She was whooping his ass, and then when homegirl tried to get that phone, she started beating the Mario coins out of her head with the phone and was beating her all over the room. That's who that is. So I was like, oh, okay. It makes sense. So, they keep talking and everything, and, Vanessa turned off the TV, she don't want to hear it, and he just do one of these, he look at her, either what's wrong with you, or what did you do? So, the next morning, the Rev's wife, and the Rev is the guy, who was Nia. Nia that was her story that got her the job, where she exposed the Reverend for his, sexual, call it, because he was preaching the word of God, and he was being hypocritical, and she got up in there, she took up them pictures and exposed him. So his wife is on TV trying to con some money out of God's children to keep her afloat. So you see Marcus and, Kareem, they're talking and everything, and he's like, Jamal said they want 250 to 3. 250 to 3. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about? Like, I wasn't understanding 250 to 3 until they went to, like, this little gift closet. And it's just, like, this closet where he puts all, like, these sponsored gifts and everything. Got TVs, got watches, got stuff from Tiffany's. You got this, you got that. You got everything up in there. Because sponsors send stuff to him. Or, like, companies send stuff to him because they want him to, be out and wearing it. Because if he wears it, that means they sell Spike. Or say, like, the TVs. If he say, oh, I got them TVs in my house, the sales for those TVs spike. So he like, I'm not paying these people or nothing, so let's go look in this closet and see what they can take. So Nia and MJ are working on, like, the Marcus and Golden Goddess LA story, and Nia, she don't want to write the story. Like, she wanted to do something completely different. She don't want to write the story because she don't want to hurt Vanessa. Because Vanessa still don't know that this is her first big story. Vanessa don't know because when Nia tried to call her, Vanessa was like, I can't talk because the police was at her door. She afraid of hurting her, and MJ was, MJ talked her into it. I was like, ooh, MJ. I felt like you the person that got Sean Robinson's character, the boss, to go and get this story. So, in comes Kitty Kyle. She states that she's not a hoe because on the board, MJ was trying to figure out, what can we call this story? And one of the titles of the story had the word hoe in it. She was like, I'm not a hoe. He was like, okay. And she was like, not a hoe. And, this Golden Goddess LA stuff was not to expose people, was not to get me to be called a hoe. It was just for exposure. Because if we go back to the first episode when we first meet Katie Kyle, she ain't got no lights, she ain't got no power, she ain't got nothing. She ain't got no food, she ain't got nothing. And she went on an audition, but because Lori Harvey came in and has more followers than her, she booked the show or whatever. And she was Nia said something. And she was like, I know about you. I know about the story you did about the Reverend. You ain't no better than me. And I was like, oh, okay, she kind of better than you. I mean, granted, she exposed the Rev. However, she not sleeping with a married man. And if Lanithia Leaks can teach us anything, she taught us one thing. I don't listen to anything else she said, but she taught us one thing. Close your legs to married men. See? Close them. So she was like, you're no better than me. And, man, cheaters. And she was like, that's kind of hit. She was like, you're no better than me. Men are cheaters, blah, blah, blah. And she got on Nia about the Reverend story. And she was like, I did that story because he's a hypocrite. So she confirms, Katie Kyle ends up confirming that it's Marcus because she was like, well, Marcus King is a hypocrite too. Because she asked her, you don't feel sorry that, he has a wife, he has a kid. You don't feel sorry about this? And she was like, well, he's a hypocrite too. I'm like, but granted, she should keep her, like, granted, we shouldn't all, like, still be mad at her for what she's doing. Because, okay, A, you need to keep your legs close to married man. I'm sorry, don't do that. B, it's his fault too. So, all them times Vanessa be tagging that ass, that's what you get, sir. Stop cheating and you won't keep getting beat on. So, just the whole time, and she said Marcus approached her. So at first, I thought she met Marcus through the lady who basically pimping her out. But she said he approached her. Okay, we'll see. And Katie Kyle, she being self-righteous and everything. Michael, Jay, come get y'all daughter. Because she done spiraled out of control. I guess when y'all had that new baby, Katie wasn't a cute kid no more. Franklin, where you at? Come get your woman. You loved her. Come get her. Junior, come get your baby sister. So we get the scene when the coroner is doing an autopsy on. He's doing the autopsy on the girl who was found dead in the park or whatever. And as he's doing the autopsy, he's collecting skin from up under her fingernails, and we go back to a flashback, and when the scratch on Vanessa's neck, she scratched Vanessa. So that's Vanessa's skin. I think, because we don't know if she scratched whoever killed her. She probably scratched that person too. But that's Vanessa's skin. And then, as he's doing it, a phone started ringing. So he looking around. At first he thinks it's his phone. So he looking around for his phone. Then he realizes it's not his phone. So he keep hearing the phone ring, and he hear it coming from like her. So he started looking around. Come to find out, she had one boot on, she had one boot off. So she lost one of her shoes, and she still had one of her heels on. So if you a woman, you know about heels and like boots or whatever. Sometimes it's like spacious enough between like putting on the boot and connecting with your skin, and it gotta be skin tight that you can stick your phone in there. And I was like, I used to do that in high school when I would like, especially during winter, and I would have like my boots on. I would stick my phone in there because it made it easier for me, A, to get to my phone, and B, less likely for them to try to take my phone. So, this lighting is terrible. But she, her phone was in her boot. So, he take the phone and he give it to the detective that is, over the case. And the detective is trying to, because the coroner was like, it's locked. I can't do nothing with it. The detective was like, okay, take me to her. He used her, he talked to her or whatever. He I'm gonna find out whoever did this. Then he takes her finger, and because it's the fingerprint lock, and unlocks her phone. So, close to the end of the episode, you see him going through phone records, going through the records of all the people she called, all incoming and outgoing calls, all text messages, all everything. And you know who popped up multiple times? Marcus King. They're coming for that ass, Marcus. I'm just letting you know. So we got Katie Kyle. She had her photo shoot or whatever for her tell-all, and Marcus is blowing up her phone, trying to he trying to tell her he blowing up her phone, text messages and everything. He's telling her, whatever they paid you, I will pay double. Just don't do it. Whatever they pay you, I will pay double. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And she texted him back, talking about it's not about the money. I just needed the exposure. And sent him a crying emoji face. I was like, she about to ruin your life, sir. And then she tossed her phone. So you see Michael, Kareem, no, not Michael, Marcus. I'm about to be calling him all types of names. Marcus, Kareem, and some dude named Jamal. Jamal is the same dude that Kareem hemmed up on the basketball court, because that's the one that attacked, he attacked Vanessa in that hotel room, and Vanessa was tagging that ass again. So, he meet them at a wing place. He say he not, Marcus full-fledged was like, I'm not paying them guys, like somebody trying to extort money from him, and he was like, I'm not paying them. I'm not paying them. I'm not paying them. I'm not paying them. You ain't getting $1 out of me. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. Let me stop. But that's basically what he's saying. So he was like, but you didn't think about that when you, they got stuff on you. You didn't think about that when you took that money in college. I was like, what money? What did he take? And he was like, you knew what was going on in that room. I was like, what happened? Say what now? What y'all do in a room in college? You took money? What you do? What's going on? Who did it? What's happening? Come on. Somebody tell me what's going on. So he was like, that was college, and what he was like, the National College Athletic Association, NCAA, or whatever you want to call it, is not fond of that. He was like, what they gonna do? I'm out of college. What they gonna do? Take me back to college and kick me out? I was like, but he was like, well, big teams don't like scandal like that. They don't like scandal. So, Marcus didn't care. gives him this like $40,000 and he was like, here, maybe this can help. So Gonzalez takes the watch, she puts it on. Kareem was like, look at that watch. Look at how good that watch looks. Look at that watch. And Jamal put the watch on and he was like, okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can get him to take gifts. See what he can do. So we get Vanessa and Nia, they shopping at this high-end thrift store, or it's just like a retro decade, whatever you want to call it. It was a really cute couch. Vanessa is bougie. She might be bougie and ghetto, because she's bougie, but yet she got people ass left and right. So they said, she saw the girl on the news, and Vanessa was like, I'm not even worried about it. We still know what happened when the police came to her house, which is upsetting because I was like, well, what happened? I'm looking at my notes, don't come for me. So she then tells her about she tells her the fact that her boss bought the story for Golden to LA, and she has to write a story, and that she talked to Kyle. Vanessa upset. She was like, "You're supposed to be my friend. How can you do this? She don't care about ruining lives, and you don't either." And I was like, "Okay." She tried to call you. You hung up with her. This is her job. Just like that's your husband in your marriage, this is her job. Just like that's your job, this is her job. You're supposed to be on your toes. You're supposed to be keep tagging that ass until you realize, oh, maybe I don't want to cheat no more. Maybe if I stop cheating, she stopped beating. Just saying. Vanessa is running in the park and she runs into Bryce. And I know who Bryce is. Bryce used to play Nathan on My Soap General Hospital. And I love me some Nathan. I was really sad when they killed him off. I was like, you got yourself another job. I see you. So, they talking, they running, they flirting, and they decide to help each other train for this 5K marathon in LA. And I was like, ooh, y'all. He wants him to Vanessa, and she wants her some him. She don't know if she wants her some him, but she wants her some him. So, Vanessa comes home, she's gonna take a shower, because, Vanessa and Marcus are getting ready for his first game at the Viper. So, he's like, I know I'm not joking, because she went in the bathroom, taking a shower, and everything, he already got dressed. And he was like, I know I'm not joking, I'm cursing right now, but can she help him? But can you help me out? He dropped his pen, he dropped his drawers, and he's standing with, I guess, basically what they're trying to perceive to us is that he asked, he got a shirt or a hoodie on, he asked his wife to help him out with his situation. And she kind of said, no, you better handle that yourself. And he had to pull his drawers, he had to pull his pants, and he had to deal with that situation himself. I was like, thought you don't get something. You get nothing. Then we see a scene of Vanessa Simmons, in her bed wig, giving her on-screen husband head in the car. And she was like, because he's reaching his peak. He said, I'm gonna win. And she was like, you better. I was like, oh, I didn't need this. And then, her wig is terrible. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. So, everybody getting ready for the first game, and, Kareem team, his recruiters, brings up the fact that Kareem would have been the best, he would have been great had he not got hurt, and that the fact that Marcus wasn't even on nobody's radar. So it's like, did Marcus, pull a Tanya Hart and take out Kareem? Like, Tanya took him and carried him? Maybe. And, Matt Barnes and John Sally have quick, they don't have quick cameos. They have cameos because they're doing the commentary for the game. So, Vanessa goes to the press box and the other basketball wives are there, watching the game, and Marcus gets into a show/team bumping match with another player. Because, dude, it's talking about when they first, in the, I don't know, basketball like that, even though sports broadcasting is, one of the classes that I'm in, and I majored for communications. I think it's a tip-off. So they have to do the tip-off. They all stand around, and he was like, I got on tonight. And he was like, yeah, your wife said that too last night. I was like, ooh. But the whole time, dude, she's like baiting him. And he was like, and they still shoving, they still having a titty bumping match or whatever. And he was like, Viper's whole mark back, and dude's just like, I'm good. He just mad because his wife tastes like Cocoa Puffs. I said, that's the Cocoa Puffs. And Mars broke free and knocked his ass out. And I was like, ooh. So Vanessa Simmons and, her bad wig, she gives Vanessa a gift. So in the first episode, she also gave Vanessa a gift at the press conference, and it was some weed. We gave her some more weed, but a little bit stronger. And, Marcus got that again, and he got suspended for a couple of games, too. So we see Katie Kyle has another photo shoot. And, Vanessa goes to the gym with the other basketball wives, and, she sees the trainer, and she's looking at his butt. And, I mean, he got a nice butt. She turned to Jackie, who's Vanessa Simmons, that big. See, I didn't know her name, but I found out later. She asked her, do you think he'll do it? And he was like, it would be for his business. So I think she might be trying to get the trainer to basically say that he's on a slot voting goddess LA, that those are pictures of him, which then cancels out Homegirl's Katie Kyle's story, but then I think that fucks over Nia in the long run. Or it exposes Golden Goddess LA, if you think about it. I don't know. So we see him, he playing basketball with himself, he practicing, he shooting, he dunking, he doing everything. And I'm thinking he probably got a knee injury because at the end of all that stuff, he sitting on the basketball and he just rolling his knee or whatever. And the photographer, because we were she and I already had to go to shoot Katie Cal, Layla, whatever you want to call her, Tatiana, whatever you want to call her. The photographer calls her and says, you owe money for the photo shoot. And she was like, I thought, so-and-so was paid. And so-and-so was the guy that was trying to be her manager, but he didn't pay the bill. And she was like, it's going to send the bill to me. She ended up calling Roxy, and that's her him. She was like, you got some more free. So Vanessa's having a little party for her and the basketball wives and the husbands or whatever. They invite her on a wine tasting trip, and then they give her the jersey or whatever. Mars has his feelings about everything, and he feels that the girl is dead. And did you kill her? Did Vanessa kill her? Who killed her? Is it Molly? Tell me. So he felt bad and everything. He felt bad about the cheating. He felt bad about getting kicked out the game. He felt bad about the girl being dead. He can't let Vanessa see that he feels bad about the girl being dead or whatever. And his teammate says he can't worry about that. That he needs to focus on his game and his family. I was like, okay, that's your advice. We can live with it. So we see Jamal and the owner of the wing place, they're in the back somewhere in the kitchen. Jamal having him had the owner beat the hell out of him. I'm like, what you doing this for? So then we call. So I was like, what you doing this for? So we get Marcus and Vanessa, and they're talking, and he's like, I know I messed up, and I'll do anything to make this work, to fix this or whatever. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna go to counseling. And he was like, okay, but he was like, you gotta do something for me. And she was like, what? And he was like, you have to never leave me. And I was like, girl, you better than me, because I would have left him after the last time I had to tag somebody else for sleeping with him. And then the fact you out here embarrassing her all up and through the LA streets. Now her friend, she lost a good friend because now her friend got a great story about the fact that you cheated on her with her nose. Oh no. But that's not me. That's my situation. This is fictional. Because I ain't got a husband. I fight. No ma'am. Not this one. Not today. Not she. Not I. Not it. No ham. No turkey. No bacon. Eggs. No grits. No nothing. No. See? Left you a long time. Kick rocks. Oh. He was like, leave me. I was like, ugh. So then we get to Jamal. Jamal then called Cream. So Cream pulled up in his car and he sees Jamal. Jamal looked like he got his ass beat. But then I have to think about you was having old dude on the chicken spot beat the hell out of you in that kitchen. I was like, oh, he playing y'all. He playing y'all, he playing y'all, he playing y'all. But Kareem figured it out too. And he was like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Jamal was like, I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get my money. He was like, I'm gonna get my money some type of way, and Kareem, you gonna help me. And that's how it ended. I was like, okay. So basically, I'm waiting for this next episode. I want to see what happens. I want to see if Nia, what's up with her boyfriend, because she didn't get many scenes this episode. She had the office scene with MJ, then she had the office scene with MJ and Katie. She had her little scene with Vanessa. Now that's it. I want to see more Nia. Marty, you need your ass up, Kareem. Do it, because he could possibly pick up your life. And then I'm trying to figure out the little girl, because they're thinking it's Marcus. I don't know. It may have been Marcus, Vanessa, Jamal, Kareem. It could have been anybody. Okay? It could have been basketball wife. We don't know. So, if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't, again, like, comment, and subscribe. We still